G'day travellers and welcome to our channel. So we've pulled up stumps from our hometown of South Australia and we'll be doing a trip around this beautiful place we call home. My name is Paul and my beautiful wife Danielle, including our daughter Michaela, her partner Hayden, our three grandkids Lucas, Crystal and Jasmine. So escape the ordinary as we travel around this beautiful place we call home. G'day travellers and welcome back. So this week we're starting off this episode doing a bit of free camping. We're currently at the Harold Gregson Reserve at Maitland. We'll be spending probably a day or two here while we travel around the local area around here. It's a free camp. It's located just probably about 2 minutes walk to the main street of Maitland. There's approximately 5 caravan sites here. So best in, best served for this area. But it's an excellent little spot. It was nice and quiet last night. There's a big car park in front that's been pretty quiet overnight. We'll see how it goes again tonight. So yeah, looking forward to spending a little bit of time free camping. The batteries got down to about 20% last night. We were running the heaters a bit though overnight due to it being about, I think it was about 6 degrees overnight. Just nearby here there's a nice big playground, public toilets that were open all night, so that was a good plus. So yeah, follow along. We're going to head down to Newcastle now. So yeah, we get this journey started. So we just come down to Newcastle. First stop is the ocean baths down here at Newcastle. Even though it's about 11-12 degrees out here, there is people in the water. So we just come into the Newcastle Museum, which is right next to the information centre here at Newcastle. Just having a look around. It's free entry into the museum. So if you want something to do, it's pretty inexpensive. Good opportunity to have a look around. And another cold day like today. So we spent 2 nights camped up at Maitland. In that time we went down to Newcastle. It was very windy while we were down staying at Maitland, so even when we went down to Newcastle, it would have been a brilliant place to fly the drone at, because there was absolutely stunning scenery along the beachfront, but unfortunately we weren't able to. I weren't able to really get out of the car too much to have a look around because it was blowing about 45 km/h winds, so it just was unpleasant. Newcastle, while we were there, it was a nice little town to stop in at. Unfortunately, there's a lot of graffiti around the place. So while there was nice old buildings to look at, they were graffitied. So it was just it was unpleasant. It wasn't somewhere that you really felt like there was anything to really look at. Down the beach, on the other hand, though, that was absolutely fantastic. Lots of nice walking trails and that to go on. So if you are in the area, you probably just stay clear of the main part of town because yeah, it just doesn't look very pretty. But yeah, the down the beach at Newcastle was absolutely fantastic. Probably looks even better during summer. So yeah, if you get a chance, go down there. So we did about an hour and a half drive down the road to a place called Budlaha, I think it is, Budlada. And we're just staying here for the night. It's a free camp down here. It's a Lions Park, so we're just stopping here for the night. We'll probably go down and have a look around the main part of the town, probably get a bite to eat, and maybe go for a little bit of a travel along the towards the ocean. So this is the Mile River. Just down here at Bulladella. Had plenty of rain recently, and there was a lot of flooding just up north from here. So the river's quite full at the moment. But it's a nice constant slow flow at the moment, so we're not stressing too much. So we've done about a 40-minute trek down the road through some windy roads, and we've ended up at Seal Rocks. It's a beautiful beach down here. There's even some people down there sunbaking, even though it's only, I think it's about 20 degrees at the moment. It's not as windy as what it was yesterday, so it's perfect. It's pretty nice, it's still out there. So it's a beautiful day down here today. Sun's out, the wind's not too bad. I'd love to see this place during summer. I think it'd be absolutely packed. So we're packing up from here now, and we're going to be doing about a 3-hour trek down to Coffs Harbour. Last night made a silly mistake about 11 o'clock, turned the heaters on, wasn't really thinking about it, and went back to sleep. So of course about 2 o'clock in the morning, woke up to absolutely zero batteries, so that was fun. Put the generator on this morning because we still got that, and cranked it back up so that way we've had hot water. So onwards and upwards, heading towards Coffs Harbour now. So we did the 3-hour trip up to Coffs Harbour today. We left the free camp this morning, drove up nice and casually up here, and we've checked into the Big Four here at the beach side. We'll be spending a couple of days here. First order of business was to throw all the washing in the washing machines. It's surprising what you get after 4 days on the road, how much clothes you get. So yeah, we've done that, and then now we'll be relaxing for the rest of the day. Probably head out tomorrow and have a look around Coffs Harbour, if not later tonight. On another note, it's one of those strange things that you don't really expect while you're travelling, but I've had a little bit of a moment today driving through Kempsey. We happened to have to pull over for Lucas for a toilet stop at a rest stop, and yeah, there was there was an old couple there having their lunch, and for some strange reason, I don't know what it was, I straight away thought of my grandparents when they did their trips up to Queensland. So yeah, it's amazing how little things like that just make you reflect on family and friends. So love to all those that are in South Australia and all over the world, and yeah, onwards and upwards. So we just come out first night down to the Coffs Harbour Beach. We've got the jetty just in front of us. Got a nice big full moon just in the distance, and the kids going crazy because of the full moon. From one side of the harbour to the next, there wasn't too much of a swell over near the jetty on this side, however. So while in Coffs Harbour, you've got to go down and see the big banana. There's lots of things to see and do here. They've got water slides, amusement park, 4D theatre, bumper cars, the works. So if you want a full-on day down here with the kids, definitely come in here. Jump on the website to check what is open and the times and all the pricing. So about 10 minutes down the road from Coffs Harbour is Emerald Beach. There's a few surfers out here catching some waves. So we got down here to Broadwater Caravan Park and the Gold Coast. We'll be camped up here for a little while we're here. I'll probably be looking for some work as well while we're doing that. It's literally on the inlet here, straight across you can see where SeaWorld is. And the main road is just adjacent to the caravan park, so we can quite easily get in and out and get around to places from here. So it'll be fantastic to be able to stop for a little while, get some work done. And it's a little bit of extra coin, so we'll go do a bit of discovery while we can now. Put some applications in for a few jobs, so we'll see how we go. So onwards and upwards, and let's get going. So we'll come down to Coolangatta. It's only about 23 degrees today. Sun's out and there's a lot of people on the beach and in the water. So it's a Sunday. It's absolutely stunning out here. It's nice to finally see some sun and some nice water. So just to south of Tweed Heads is a little area known as Beagle Head. You do a nice scenic drive along the inlet in here. There's a nice caravan park adjacent to the beachfront here. I was going to watch some of the surfers before heading back to our campsite. So we're just staying down here at Broadwater Caravan Park. It's right on the water, beautiful spot. It's a nice clear day today. It's overcast, but the water's nice and still. about 23 degrees today, so not too bad. So we just come out to the beautiful Tambourine Mountains. Just going to have a good look around here. We're at the Glowworm Cave, just at the cafe at the moment, so we'll go bite to eat before we go onto the caves.
Seriously in the cave, so please just pay attention to them, and we will be back. I'll be back in 4 minutes and 16 seconds. As dusk falls across Australia and New Zealand, one of nature's most secret phenomena takes place. This captivating spectacle is created by glowworms, creatures with the extraordinary ability to generate living light. And glowworms are not alone. Unexpected forms of luminous life have been discovered all around the world. From sea life to fungi, insects, and bacteria. Living light has evolved independently over 50 times. The ability has now been identified in thousands of different species. Working alongside thousands of their own kind, glowworm colonies create an image of the night sky. However, this illusion is not a quick escape to the outside. It's a death trap. Time-lapse photography reveals the extraordinary extent of this effort. Each glowworm lowers sticky strings of saliva-wrapped silk called snares from their mouth. These snares create an extremely efficient insect trap, similar in function to a spider's web. As darkness sets, the glowworms stimulate the blue-green light in the end of their body as bait. The ruse is fixed. The glowworm lies patiently in wait. Flying insects responding to an evolutionary urge to aim for light are soon entrapped in the silk threads and find themselves devoured. Insects are generally in overabundance, so by consuming a readily available food source, glowworms play a critical role in controlling insect populations within our rainforest. Unfortunately, the habitats they live in have been severely reduced by land clearing and human development. Along with shifting weather patterns due to climate change, increased pollution, and impacts from tourism, they are becoming even harder to find. In building this sanctuary, we've created the ideal habitat for glowworms to live and breed. Our local glowworm species, Arachnicampa flava, are found only in southeast Queensland. By sustaining a genetically diverse colony, this cave provides insurance against the risk of this species from going extinct in the wild. By choosing to visit us and learn about glowworms at Cedar Creek Estate, you're helping to reduce the pressure of tourism on wild colonies, further contributing to the protection of this remarkable species. We hope you are enchanted by our glowworms today and are forever inspired by the world of life that glows. Now it's time for you to follow your guide into the cave. In preparation for your tour, please switch off or conceal all electronic devices. including mobile phones and cameras, so as to not disturb the glowworms. While in the cave, please don't point at or touch the glowworms to avoid tangling their delicate snares. Place a hand over your nose and mouth when you are looking at the glowworms closely, to avoid breathing directly on them. Following these simple guidelines will protect the glowworms during the walk through the cave, and we thank you for your cooperation with this. And one last thing. I wish I were a glowworm. But glowworms never glow. Because how can you be grumpy when the sun shines out your bum? Alrighty.
So while I couldn't do any video in the actual glowworm enclosure, we're going to go have a look at some of the other animals that they have here. So yeah, we'll just have a little bit of a wander in here. There's lots of information during the tour, so it's an excellent opportunity. So there's a beautiful enclosure here with a few other animals local to the area. So the tour itself takes about 30 minutes. Brilliant opportunity to have a look at the glowworms. It is a man-made cave with some guide rails and all that in there. It was pretty dark, so just make sure you're not afraid of the dark, or that you can, kids can quite happily be in there. So we're just going to go for a little bit of a walk around the main street up here at the Tambourine Mountains. It looks like a bit of a German influenced area. So yeah, we'll have a look around here. So there's plenty of little eateries along this road here at Tambourine Mountains. It's very similar to Hahndorf in South Australia. Beautiful scenery and some fantastic shops to look in. So now that we're on the Gold Coast, we're going to sign up from this episode now. I'll be doing a bit of work while we're up here, so for probably the next 6 months we'll call the Gold Coast home. So escape the ordinary and follow along with our future adventures.